Me Butterfly to Light. I'm here with Sun in Pisces, Mars and Virgo. All right. This placement, we have a bit of the opposites meet because Pisces and Virgos are opposite each other on the zodiac wheel. And with that being said, as much as these things, your where you're headed could go against what your actions are, you can utilize them in a way to where they work together and they actually benefit you, because a lot of people like to run away from oppositions, but oppositions are very strong because the opposition shows us where our faults are, where we need to fight harder, where we need to try harder. So this is going to be a position to where you have Pisces that could be kind of in the dreamlike state, more on the fantasy side of things, meets Virgo that is detail oriented, sees things exactly how they are. So this placement, you're not going to have the same hangups as maybe a Pisces sun with another Mars sign would. You're not. You're going to be able to spot things and use it to your advantage. That's what this placement does. Okay? So, the first thing with this placement, I feel like you're going to want to be successful. You're going to want to be happy. That's what I feel. You're going to want to be happy and content with life. Okay? And even how you pursue life. Where Pisces comes in handy with when it comes to Virgo, what happens is Pisces can motivate Virgo to, look at the fantasy side of things, use their imagination, be experimental, take chances, right? So you're going to want that. I feel like you're going to want that perfect life. You're going to want that perfect situation, that perfect job, that success. And success, it doesn't have to mean lots of money, but it just can mean you feel successful at what you wanted to do and what you wanted to do, what your partner is, what your family looks like, things of that nature. And because of that, you are willing to step forward in directions or in that direction that takes you to that success, towards that success. Meaning you're willing to do the work. You are willing to put in the energy. You got the time. You're available. Okay? Even if this is someone that you're interested in. Okay, so you're passionate about your interests or about the direction that you want to go in, the people that you want to meet, who you want to be involved with. The thing about it is, what you do when you get there sometimes, you'll find where things could go wrong. Okay, so, and that's not a bad thing. You look and see where things could go wrong. You'll look at, the more darker side, the negative side of things too. So let me explain, because this works for you. It works for you because you'll see something, you'll want something a certain way, you'll want this fancy thing to go on, but then you're able to look behind the scenes and say, okay, well, I don't know, because I'm seeing some red flags. I'm unsure about this right now. And before I make an actual move on this and pursue this, I need to really look at the details. I need to really become sure about this. Okay, so you got the picture, you got the outcome, but now you are logically approaching the situations. How are you going to do this? Okay, so let's say this is a love interest, and you see this person, they're beautiful, you see them, they're out in the distance interacting with people, and you start imagining like, man, this person could really fit into what I got going on, or just add to my life in some kind of way. So you're imagining what that person can do, but then your Mars and Virgo would say, well, I don't know though, because I'm gonna have to get to know the person first, everybody has that part about themselves that looks good, but what about the other side? So the Virgo and Mars quickly snaps in and says, wow, yeah, this looks good on paper. It looks good, out operating and things. But what happens when you bring them home and a month or two passes? What happens then? So let's not get too carried away with this. Let's really look into this in detail. So the Mars of Virgo will be along the lines of observing the person, observing the situation, and making calculated moves and not rushing. You won't rush yourself in what it is that you're going after or whatever it is that you're pursuing. You go through a different system of events has to happen. It's like, okay, well, going through some type of clearance. Okay, I got to clear you at this interval, and then I'm going to clear you at that interval, and we're going to see where we're going to move forward to. And the thing about it is that what could happen is that you could do this so much that you don't really give yourself the opportunity, or you may deny yourself of that same opportunity that you feel like you wanted. Okay, so you sit there, you've seen a bigger picture, you see, oh man, this could be part of my dream, this is something that I want. Then you talked yourself out of it you talked yourself down because you found the ways that it'll go wrong when it comes to approaching it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to actually the execution of what it is that you're doing. The execution. But so you just got to be mindful of that. So, because remember, this can work. Oppositions can work for you when you utilize them to work for you. They can go against you to the point of where you're sabotaging yourself, though, if you're not careful. Okay. So, another aspect of this is that you will probably feel like if your relationships is not living up to perfection or what you thought, it doesn't have to necessarily be relationships. It could be like a career or job or goal, anything that you pursue. If you feel like at any time it's not, panning out the way that you wanted or you thought, you will put in the work. You can at times overwork yourself, overextend, okay? Because you could feel like, man, if I could just do a little bit more, that'll probably make it work. If I could just do a little bit more, they'll notice me then. You know what I'm saying? So there can be you giving out more energy than you're getting in, okay? If it gets to a point, if you ever in a situation and it gets to the point of where it's like you're working harder than what is necessary, and you're not seeing a desired outcome, then think about changing some things up a little bit. Don't get stuck or fixated in that one direction, because that's exactly what Virgo and Mars can do. You could be like, or you could be picky or very critical about like your partners, about or not even just partners. Like, for instance, you're going after something and you work for a company, you're the boss of somebody, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're going after something, the person is really going to have to perform, they're going to have to perform at a certain level, or you may disregard them, and it's like you could be saying, no, I want to see more, you need to do this better, you need to do that better, and you're constantly throwing some type of criticism or dissatisfaction, or you could be pointing out, you got your picture of what you want, that fantasy, and then if you don't get it that way, or if it's not appearing that way, you can start pointing out, well, this company ain't that great anyways, y'all have this wrong, y'all have that, fix that over there, and it could turn people off. People can be like, start finding themselves trying to become distant from you because they feel like, well, every time I see her, it's like it's never enough, daggone it. So there's that element of there too. So I just feel like, look at things, your situations in a balance, with a balanced point of view. Interact with your situations in a balanced point of view. That means like, look to see if maybe your standards are too high, or what you're requiring from people is to be perfect and they don't know how to be. They can't be. Okay? And it could be causing conflict in your relationships work, at home, and love, and like the things that you're trying to pursue. And then sometimes you can be too hard on yourself where you're feeling like, you know what, if I could do this better, if I could do that better. But this is about saying, finding that balance. Yeah, putting in hard work, but at the same time, not overworking yourself, not overextending yourself. And then, expecting, or wanting the best for yourself, but then at the same time, understand that a lot of times people are not going to be perfect. Okay. But this is the placement where you look at details. You'll probably really look at details before you make any sudden moves. And you're going to be that person that you do like to work for what you get. You're not going to shy away from that. And I honestly feel like Mars and Virgo helps Pisces Sun. You just got to utilize it to work in your favor. That is all right here. I'm going to stop there. This has been Sun in Pisces, Mars and Virgo. But a fly to the light. Peace.